This is Plant-Based Briefing. A high-carb, plant-based diet could reduce risk of gout by Nicole Axworthy at vegnews.com. And I'm Marian Erickson, and this is the curated content plant-based podcast where I narrate articles on healthy, compassionate, and sustainable living with permission in about 10 minutes or less every weekday. And I'm thrilled to have permission to share the Veg News content. They're an amazing organization. I highly recommend following them on social media and checking out the wealth of resources on their website. So now let's get to today's plant-based briefing. A high-carb, plant-based diet could reduce risk of gout by Nicole Axworthy at vegnews.com. New research suggests that eating a plant-based diet could help reduce the amount of uric acid in the blood, which is a common cause of gout. The study, linked here, analyzed data from more than 7,800 participants and used advanced methods to identify different dietary patterns, particularly plant-based diets and animal-based diets, and their effects on uric acid levels. Gout is a disorder where pain and inflammation occur when too much uric acid crystallizes and deposits in the joints. Symptoms of gout include severe pain, redness, and swelling in joints, often the big toe. Attacks can come suddenly, often at night. Previous studies have shown that high intake of protein, lipids, and fructose, along with low intake of glucose, is often found in people with high uric acid levels. For example, a study published in Arthritis and Rheumatology found that protein from chicken and fish may increase the risk of developing gout. For that study, researchers assessed the diets of 63,257 people as part of the Singapore Chinese Health Study and found that those who consumed the most poultry and fish had the most risk, while those who consumed the most soy protein and legumes experienced the lowest risk. In this new study, researchers discovered that consuming carbohydrates and fats was positively associated with uric acid levels, even after considering other factors such as age and gender. The study also found that plant-based foods such as legumes and fruits were linked to lower uric acid levels, while animal-based foods like meat and fish were associated with higher levels. However, since people do not eat single plant-based or animal-based foods exclusively, it's important to understand the role of different types of these foods in uric acid levels. Plant-based diet lowers uric acid levels. The main aim of the study was to explore how different plant-based and animal-based dietary patterns affect uric acid levels. The study analyzed data from the sixth wave of the China Health and Nutrition Survey. The plant-based diet of 7,806 participants was determined using 3 consecutive 24-hour dietary recalls, and Latin profile analysis was used to identify dietary patterns among participants. Serum uric acid levels were analyzed using the enzymatic colorimetric method. The association between intakes of different types of dietary pattern and individual serum uric acid levels was analyzed using linear regression analysis after adjusting for confounding variables. The researchers identified 3 plant-based patterns: low tuber starches and vegetable diet, high cereal tuber starches and vegetable diet, and high legume and fruit diet. They also identified 3 animal-based patterns: high milk and egg diet, low egg and fish diet, and high meat and fish diet. The results showed that the high cereal, tuber starches, and vegetable diet led to lower uric acid levels, while the high meat and fish diet resulted in higher levels. Overall, this research suggests that following a plant-based diet, specifically one with high cereal, tuber starches, and vegetables, could help decrease uric acid levels. Other diets had no benefit, and uric acid seemed to increase in cases of diets high in milk and eggs. However, more studies are needed to confirm these findings and develop personalized dietary patterns to regulate uric acid for individuals with gout. Plant-based diet helps arthritis. Symptoms similar to gout, such as pain, swelling, and stiffness of the joints, are also experienced by people who have rheumatoid arthritis, which is an autoimmune disease. A previous study conducted by Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, PCRM, and published in the scientific journal American Journal of Lifestyle Medicine found that a low-fat vegan diet helped ease pain and reduced joint swelling caused by rheumatoid arthritis. A plant-based diet could be the prescription to alleviate joint pain for millions of people suffering from rheumatoid arthritis, Neil Barnard, MD, lead author of the study and president of PCRM, said in a statement. And all of the side effects, including weight loss and lower cholesterol, are only beneficial. These study findings reinforce a growing body of research about the positive effects of a plant-based diet in alleviating arthritis pain. Conversely, research has previously shown that consuming animal products, especially in high amounts as part of a ketogenic diet, has the opposite effect. A 2018 study linked here, conducted at the University of Florida, discovered a link between Mycobacterium avium subspecies paratuberculosis, or MAP, a bacteria found in 50% of cows in the United States, and the risk of developing rheumatoid arthritis. The study found that 40% of its 100 participants who had rheumatoid arthritis were also infected by MAP. Researchers identified that this bacteria was spread by consuming meat, dairy, and products treated with fertilizer from contaminated cows. You just listened to A High-Carb Plant-Based Diet Could Reduce Risk of Gout by Nicole Axworthy at vegnews.com. And I'm Marian Erickson, your host. And I have to say, the last sentence was a bit of a bummer because products treated with fertilizer from contaminated cows could be all kinds of vegetables and fruits. And even if you buy organic, which the Environmental Working Group is really great about sharing each year what the dirty dozen are, the ones that you should definitely buy organic if you can afford to. But even if you do buy organic, you're not necessarily avoiding all of the pesticides and all of the cow manure because of runoff. Now, if every organic farm was at the top of a hill and animal farms and non-organic farms were all at lower elevations, then it wouldn't be an issue. And maybe it's not a big deal. I haven't looked into this at all, but it reminds me of the quote, "I don't mind dying, I just don't want it to be my fault." So we can control some things. We can eat a whole food plant-based diet, organic when we can, but there are other things out of our control, environmental toxins, runoff, all kinds of issues, but doesn't mean we shouldn't do the best we can with what we can control. So please share this episode with anyone who might benefit, and thanks for listening.